Hi guys, welcome to a pickups video. Now I had promised myself to slow down considerably on the old collecting front, trying to save up for the festivals this summer, but there's a couple of purchases here that are pretty extravagant. I'll just get straight into it with the simple stuff, the cheap stuff. Okay, so I got Shadow of the Beast 2 for the Mega Drive loose for £1.50 total. That goes with the boxing manual that I already had, so now as a complete copy of Shadow of the Beast 2. Cool. Next is one of the essential PS2 purchases, a game I've never played, having only recently acquired a PS2 for the first time, and it is Ico. I got that for I think £8.50 on a buy it now, including postage and packing, and that was actually cheaper than some auctions that I'd seen, so in immaculate condition, and I know I'm going to love it just from the descriptions it's got, the reviews, yeah, everyone who's heard about it knows it's an essential for the PS2. Right. Now we get onto the slightly obscene pickup that I've got. This instantly becomes my most expensive single game purchase in my whole collection. Time will tell whether or not it's actually the most valuable, whether it's worth it rather. It's a Virtual Boy title, and it is Mouse. Now, I'll put the full title of it up here somewhere, but Mouse. This is basically like a corridor game. Well, I'll put some footage on to show you. This cost me just over £100, but then there was postage, and it came from Australia. Postage was about £20. It's about £120. But when it got here, I was dismayed to find out that I had to pay an extra £25 customs tax. I had not come across this before. I'd ordered items from all around the world before, never had to pay customs tax. I was kind of ignorant as to what made the difference between whether or not you had to pay it. Turns out it's based on the value of the item, and the guy who sent it wrote on the front the value of the item, and if it's over $100 US, you have to pay a customs charge. I was livid. I messaged the guy, I says, I didn't know I was going to have to pay this, I wouldn't have gone with you otherwise. There was another one on eBay. There was only 2 copies of this on eBay at the time, and it doesn't come up that often at all. And when it does, it's always over £100. Usually you got to get it from America, so it's around $150, $160, if not more. There's certainly people asking a lot more for it. But yeah. So I had to pay an extra £25 customs charge. I was so pissed off. Probably my fault. I didn't know about this thing about the value of the item making, the difference whether you had to pay that or not. If I'd have known that, I'd have told the guy, look, don't declare the worth of it. I will take the risk. I'm happy to take the risk. I said this to him in a message after the fact. Fat use that is. But yeah, I said I would have told you to just write on £15 or something. I'd have took the risk. So it worked out being more expensive. I thought I got a bargain. If I'd have paid what I thought I was paying for it in total, it would have been the cheapest example of this game that I've ever seen on eBay. I'm not saying it hasn't gone for less than that, but I haven't personally seen it go for that little before. Little. Yeah, about £105, £110. But it is pretty damn difficult to get hold of. It's not one of the big 4 so-called. There's 4 games on the Virtual Boy that are just insanely rare, insanely expensive. I saw one of them listed, the Virtual Bowling, not Nestor's Funky Bowling, which is very common. I saw Virtual Bowling listed for around £2,000 recently. That was dollars though, over $2,000. So yeah, I won't be going for those bad boys. But if there had to be a 5th one as most rare, most valuable, this would be number 5. This would be number 5. It just misses out on being in that elusive group of the ultra difficult to get hold of Virtual Boy games. But it's a very interesting use of the system in the fact that it actually tries to do a real 3D game. You're really actually moving through a 3D environment, which is why I wanted to get it as one of the examples of what a Virtual Boy can do. Because ironically, most of the Virtual Boy games are using 2D. The different parallax scrolling, they use different 2D on different depth levels, whatever, but not many of them actually try to use 3D. Red Alarm is one that's probably the best actual 3D game, and then there's this one. So yeah, instantly my most expensive game in my collection. Like I said, time will tell to see if it's a wise purchase or not. It's not mint. There is a tiny little scuff there, and when you get into the high level collectible stuff, that kind of stuff makes a difference, doesn't it? So, but that was all pictured, so you know, it's not like I could complain about it. That is the last big pickup I'll be getting this year. I can't justify getting any ridiculously expensive stuff from here on in, because lots of exciting stuff coming up that needs to pay for. Anyway, the next pickup is a new system, and it's unexpected. I didn't think I'd be getting a new system. I've already got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 systems. I didn't think I'd be getting any more at all till the Xbox 720. There are no other systems that really, interested me. Apart from the Wii, if I could get one dirt cheap, I might. It's got exclusive titles on there. It's worth getting if you can get it cheap. But this is a new system. It's a new handheld, and because I recently got back into handheld gaming in quite a big way, after having played the Game Boy Advance games I've been buying and just loving it. So I went looking for a DS. And I was undecided to which one to get, because there's so many different types. You got the DS original, which is dirt cheap these days, still does the same thing that all the others do though, in terms of the games obviously, but it looks horrible, and they're older, so I guess you're going to be hard to find one in really good condition. And then there's the DS Lite, there's the DSi, DSi XL. There's a few different variations, so it took me a while to kind of decide which one to go for. In the end, I went for this. It's the DS Lite Black, and it's absolutely pristine. I mean, look, there's not a scratch to be seen on either of the screens, which is the main thing you're looking for, isn't it? You want the screens to be pristine, and it is absolutely box fresh. It's a beautiful design. I really love the Lite. I think it's probably my favourite looking DS. Certainly the most compact, I think. It hasn't got the most features, of course. The DSi's got more features on it, but most of those features I can't see me having much use for. And this is the last DS that is backwards compatible with the Advance, which was very appealing to me, because I've got quite a big Advance library. And then I was thinking maybe I don't really need the backwards compatibility, since I already have a micro and an SP, but you never know when you're going to just have this on you and not want to carry more than one console around. So backwards compatibility was a factor, the way it looked, and the price on this auction. I got this for a brilliant bargain, in my opinion. Now, if you go in a shop, any shop at all, you're going to be really lucky to get this for under 50 quid. Just the machine and the charger and the stylus. You're going to be lucky to get it under 50 quid pre-owned. This was 42 quid for an absolutely pristine console and a stack of games. So I'll just go through them. Right, first of all, loose, I got this 42 all-time classics, like lots of puzzly games and good stuff. I got Kate West's The Vanishing Files. Now, being completely new to DS, I have no idea of the library of games on there, so these could be either rubbish or brilliant. I have no idea. There seems to be a theme running through these games, so whoever had this was a big fan of the hidden objects genre. That seems to be quite popular on the DS. So quite a lot of these are these kind of finding clues and solving crimes and hidden objects genre. Is like, yeah. Anyway, so Kate West, The Vanishing Files, really great condition. Jewel Quest, sealed copy of Witch's Curse. Still factory sealed. This one's got a really dodgy title, but interesting to see what it's about. Woman's Murder Club. James Patterson's Woman's Murder Club. Yeah, weird title. Yeah. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's still sealed with the game seal. Diddy Kong Racing DS, which unfortunately is just a straight port of the N64 game, which I've already played to death back in the day. I was kind of hoping it might have some new tracks on it and new content, but it's really just exactly the same game, but still fun. Escape from the Museum, Cooking Mama 3, and Gardening Mama. So 42 quid for the system and all those games, which I just showed you the boring side, but yeah, whatever. That's quite a lot of stuff. Obviously charger as well. You could probably tell from the theme of the games there, it was owned by a lady, and I think that's the best way to go. If you're going to get a DS, try and get one that was owned by a lady, an adult female, because they're going to take better care of it. Maybe. Is that reverse sexism? I don't know. But it worked out good for me anyway. So I'm really happy with that. I know the 3DS is out now and this is old news already, but that's how I roll, baby. One generation behind, everything's cheap as chips. Genius. So I'll get a 3DS in 5 years' time when they have the hologram DS or whatever. How are they going to top 3DS? Where do you go from there? Better 3D? I don't know. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what they try and do, but anyway, really happy with that. So that's my pickups, and fingers crossed I will actually slow down now, getting close to the summer. Going to Exit Festival, mainly dance music, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, speak to you later, bye.